Hello, everybody. This is Kyrix with more This Week in Kyrix. You know, for another 34 minutes, it's Wednesday, the 26th of April in 2017. Not my usual intro, but I'm sick as balls right now. Which is to say that I just started a cold. And when you're not ever sick, a cold is sick as balls. I feel like butt. My joints are all tired and mildly achy. I've got lots of sinus pressure, not fun. So on the plus side, I've been having a great week, and I've been wondering, oh God, something's gonna hit. Something's gonna hit, and it's gonna suck. And as far as that goes, cold could have been worse. But if the cold is the downswing, then I'll take it. I'll ride this thing all goddamn week. I don't care. So, Star Trek tournament. You may recall me talk about, Saturday I'm going to go up to the gaming store and play Star Trek and get my ass kicked. Well, I'm sorry, I lied to you. Don't feel great about it, but I lied my ass off to you people. Oh, I went to Star Trek, but I didn't get my ass kicked. I went 2-1. I took 4th place out of 8 people, so I finished in the top half. Not exactly huge super bragging rights until you consider the fact that every other tournament, bar one, I finish in like the bottom 3. You know, like 8th to 6th place in a grouping of 8, or lower if there's 10 people. And I actually got the prize. As the judge put it, I got the prize for being the most improved player, because I went from 7th or 8th place last month to 4th place this month. And thanks to my HeroClix judge, he hooked me up with an extra prize that he got somehow. He's constantly trading on HC Realms for shit, so who knows how I got it. Excuse me a second. Sorry, hate to do that, but the pressure's fucking killing me. Anyway, basically last month's prize that I did not win was a Klingon bird of prey piloted by the Duras sisters, Lursa and Bator, and Seela's warbird piloted by Seela. She has no role in this, but Lursa and Bator do. I put them on a Vorcha class. And Lursa's power is that she can free action, cloak, or sensor echo. And I use the free action sensor echo and the normal action sensor echo to just drift all over the map and literally dance out of everyone's line of fire. So, yeah, that went really well. I think it was last week. Keep in mind, I don't have a sense of time. All my shit runs together. Matter of fact, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to look up the text for last week's This Week in Kyrix, because I probably mentioned it, if I did it. But I have been a busy little Kyrix this week. That's going to stop for a couple of days while I recover. I ain't getting shit done. Nope. It all happened this week. Okay. Within the past week, in addition to that awesome Star Trek thing, I decided, you know what, Kyrix? You need to finish Undertale. So, I booted up Undertale, and I decided, okay, this is going to be the last video. Episode 48 is going to be the last Undertale video. After this, I'm done. There will be no more. So what I was going to do a run, and then stop the video. And mark that as the run, so I didn't delete it. Then I was going to do as many other runs as it took. I was honestly thinking it would be somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 70 runs. I figured I was going to come up with another 10 gigabytes of footage. And then I was going to take the successful run and splice that together with the run to create episode 48 and be done. And then splice together all the other ones into smaller episodes, like, hey, these are my outtakes if anyone really wanted to see every single fight I had. And, again, I'm not going to spoil it, but it took more than 5 and less than 20. And the end result was that there were few enough that I felt confident in just making a single video of all of them. The multiple failed attempts plus my first attempt in that video and the successful attempt. So Undertale is fucking done. Undertale has been hanging over my head for the past 6 to 8 months because it was... Ever since I got to the last boss of the Genocide run, it's been hanging over my head, just haunting me like, hey, Kyrix, it's not going to take too long, and then you're going to get to January, and you're going to have no videos. But Undertale's done. Don't need to touch it. Matter of fact, it's been uninstalled. I uninstalled it, wiped all my Undertale files that weren't Let's Plays. And then I uploaded the Let's Play, put them on the hard drive, and deleted those. So, all my Undertale gaming shit gone. It's all up on YouTube. And in my personal storage, of course. Just in case. So, yeah, I got Undertale done. But wait, there's more. Months ago, I got the DLC for the Bureau XCOM Declassified. And I sat down thinking, oh, this is DLC. I'm going to get 3 or 4 episodes. No, I got 10 episodes out of it. But start to finish, DLC done and uploaded. Don't need to fuck with it no more. But wait, there's more. Gotta blow my nose again. 1 second. I'm sorry, I know it's icky, but yeah. Sat down, fired up Voltron, Defender of the Universe. This short little thing, 12 episodes, did it start to finish, up on YouTube right fucking now. That's a full Let's Play finished, the final episode of a Let's Play finished, and a 10-episode DLC finished to tack on to an existing Let's Play. 23 episodes in less than a week. I think that happened over the course of 4 to 5 days. So, yeah, I got a lot of fucking progress done. Yay. Also, normally I would be attempting Stardew Valley despite me talking about my controller. I think the problem is less in the controller and more in my USB port, so if I switch to the other one, it might fix the problem. But I'm sick as balls and don't want to commit to that. I just kind of want to sit here with a laptop on my chest, laying in my bed, talking about this, and when this is uploaded, I'm going to go the fuck to sleep and try and sleep this damn cold off. At least that's the plan. What's actually going to happen is I'm going to sit here for the next 6 hours being miserable watching YouTube videos until I finally drift off to sleep. But anyway, so, Trek, awesome. Let's Plays, incredible progress. Also, Eisen, finally, and I'm not saying finally like, oh, it's about he's had shit to do, but finally got around to finishing up the splicing of the AM2R Let's Play that we collabed on. And desking those, and those will go up following Voltron next year. So, it's 9 episodes, it's laggy as fuck, but it's me doing a Let's Play of AM2R with the two of us doing post-commentary over it. You know, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's... and, well, not playing, but commentating over Metroid. But wait, the week hasn't stopped yet. Monday, went over to my friend's house for the barbecue. He came and got me around 11. We fixed both my bikes. He adjusted the brakes on the one and passed in the tire of the other one. For a while, we thought there was another hole that he just couldn't find. Turned out the pump was just attached in a way that the air was leaking out. So when we took the pump... So, yeah. But there were 2 holes he found in the tire that he patched before he even started really fucking with it. So both my bikes now. Went over to his house, took the hamburgers. He had to get the rest of the stuff. He got the buns, he got the cheese, he got my soda. And I told him, hey, with the barbecue, you know, because I was hungry. So we did that. The bad news of the barbecue was that he had one burger that cheese that he was going to give me because of the cheese overlap. But it fell on the ground and I was sad. But that was literally the worst thing that happened that day. Burgers, we had fries, I ate an oatmeal cream pie cookie thing, you know, and a couple bits of candy. All in all, good fun. For those who follow, sometime, hopefully in the first week or 2 of May, is going to be the next barbecue. And in this, we will be cooking ham steaks. Because there's a brand of ham I buy called Kentucky Legend. It is a thing, but this time I'm going to buy a half, and they're pre-cooked, so we're just going to chop it up into, basically into mini steaks, and fry them up. But I want to do this early in the month, so I still have my stamps to get it with. And so that I don't have to... Sorry, but you know, so I don't sit with a ham in my fridge or freezer for like 3 weeks. So yeah, barbecue went off without a hitch. Following day, HeroClix. Ride my bike up there. Now, XMen. I don't really like playing the XMen much, but that was our theme. We had to play 400 points. Had to be Caliber, not X-Force, not X-Statics, not fucking X-Factor, which I may have said, but yeah, you know. Had to be X-Men. And the judge, the week before, had said, hold on, again, blowing the nose. It wouldn't be so bad if it didn't not want to come out. But yeah, the judge had said, hey, we're going to have a prize for whoever has the most creative team. And originally I was going to play a team that I thought had a high possibility of winning. And then I'm like, no, you know what? The last X-Men set, Uncanny X-Men, had a lot of first appearance X-Men. I'm going to play the Giant Size X-Men team, which was from Giant Size X-Men. For those who don't know, and I haven't read the comic either, but for those who don't know, the original X-Men, which are Cyclops, Jean Grey, Hank McCoy, Bobby Drake, and Warren Worthington, along with Havoc and Polaris, you know, so Angel, Marvel Girl, Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, Havoc, Polaris. They all went to this island called Krakoa. Everyone except Cyclops got captured, and Cyclops made it back and told Professor X, hey, everyone but me got captured on Krakoa. So Xavier puts together a team, and tell me if this sounds familiar, consisting of Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler, Banshee, Sunfire, and Thunderbird, I don't think I mentioned. So I decided to put that team together. But we had a snag. There's only one Banshee who would fit that at 48, 49 points from Armor Wars. And the judge didn't want to dig that figure out. So I'm like, okay, I'll play Professor X from that same set, Uncanny, because he's 50 points. It's not quite thematic, but you'll forgive me because he wasn't there. So I show up, and the judge forgot Cyclops. But the new prize kit had a Banshee in the point range to fill that out. So I'm like, hey, can I borrow him? Sure. And one of the players was really bitching about it. I can't believe you're letting him borrow. I can't believe you're trying to borrow a figure. I'm like, dude, you do it all the time. Yeah, but this one wasn't even open. I'm like, I don't care. And as expected, I went 1 and 2. So I won only the last round, but I won spectacularly in that round. And I finished in the top 5. 5 out of 10. So still top half. The lowest possible end of the top half, but I finished. And my prize for the thematic thing was to keep the LE Banshee. Cool. And then I come home and my fucking cold hits. And that's how my good week finally came down. And you know what? I'm fine with it. Oh! Also, my friend gave me a new pair of sunglasses. New to me. It was his old pair, but I'm like, because I mentioned, because he's like, oh, see my new pair of sunglasses? I'm like, yeah, mine are chewed on by a dog, etc. You know, and he's like, oh, you want these? I'm like, yes, I do. So I got new sunglasses that I wear occasionally. For those who don't know, I have indoor eyes, and Florida is the brightest goddamn state in the country. So I can't really function outside without sunglasses. I can't see. Unless it's extremely overcast, or like the sun is halfway down, I can't go outside without them. I go blind. I literally go blind in the glare. Oh god, my nose. I hate this. Worst part is I only get congested on one side. So anyway, my aunt came up today, picked me up, took me to do some minor grocery shopping. Mom helped me get some groceries. My aunt actually provided me with cold tablets. So I have medication for this cold, and I will be taking it. My next pill is due at 3 a.m. It's 11:41 p.m., so yeah. But I am taking something for this. I'm actually getting bed rest. God, it makes me feel old, the fact that lately, the past 2 years, when I get a cold, I fucking sleep it off. Fucking 3 years ago, that would have only happened if I'd taken NyQuil. I'd have gone on with my day as if nothing was wrong. But now it's starting to hit me. I'm starting to get old. That I'm actually having to rest through a cold. It sucks. It fucking upsets me. But anyway, I expect to get nothing done over the next couple days. I have been playing a lot of Civ 5 recreationally and listening, because I'm playing Civ 5, to Slow Beef's first 4-job Fiesta for Final Fantasy 5. In the near future, I'm going to dig through the comments of last year's 4-job Fiesta, because there was a guy, and I don't remember his name, but I will mention it when I start this. And he kept leaving me hints and advice and tips and all this important shit of, hey, you fucked this up, you could have did this, you should have did this. Hey, this is a thing you can do. And he did that throughout the thing, and I told him, hey, normally I'd tell you thanks, but no thanks for the comments because it's already done, but I'm going to do this again next year. And this is actually really helpful, so please keep doing this. And I'm going to go through every fucking one of those comments and write this shit down, and I'm going to use it. Because I think the 4-job Fiesta happens again in June, and it's April now. What I'm hoping for is I'm hoping this cold will last maybe 4 days. So when the cold's over with, I'm going to get back on Suikoden 2, finish Xenoverse, get back on Final Fantasy 2, finish all of 2017's recordings. All of them. And then when June hits, I'll have the entire month to finish the 4-job Fiesta as best I can, depending on my, distribution of classes. And once that's done, I will get on with 2018's schedule, which part of it, honestly, fucking Phantom Pain already is full up for that year. And I'm doing decently on another day, so I've got quite a bit of 2018 already filmed. Once Suikoden 2 is done and Final Fantasy 2 is done, I'll know what I can put in their place. I have 50 episodes of Resident Evil Revelations 2 already that I could put in, and that'll be a year's worth of stuff, I may or may not chase Suikoden 2 with Suikoden 3. I will do Suikoden 3 someday, but I don't know if I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 all in the same programming block. That could change. I've got numerous other games that I've been sitting on for like 4 years. For example, I want to do Shadow of the Colossus. I want to do Infamous 1 and 2 plus Festival of Blood, which I have. I want to do Deus Ex Human Revolution. Give me just a moment here. Roommate was telling me he swiped one of my pizzas. I got 6 Tony's brand pizzas and 1 DiGiorno. He's like, I swiped a pizza, I'll replace it. I'm like, okay. I just wanted to know which. I wouldn't care if he took the DiGiorno, I just gotta know which one I gotta replace. I'm currently taking up the entire freezer. But yeah, I've got Dragon Age. I've got so many games that I can finish up the year with. I got a bunch of short little nothing games like Voltron and so on. I kind of want to do some more of the Metroids like Zero Mission and Fusion. Although part of me wants to wait until Eisen can do commentary and do those again. I don't know. But I want to get 2018 out of the way. I want to get 2019 out of the way. I want to get a job. Because if I can get like 2 years ahead and then get a job, then that's the perfect thing. Because then I can get caught up. I can get some work done, but without my Let's Play schedule suffering for it, But, yeah, I've actually been kind of paranoid for the past week because everything's going so good. And even if you don't believe in karma or universal balance or shit, you know that no good streak ever lasts forever. There will be a coming down, and I knew it was going to come, and usually when I have a good week, my come down is suck. But so far, the only come down has been, oh no, Kyrix, you have a cold. And I can live with that. I'm fine with that. If that's the worst thing that happens, I'll take it. I'll call that a good week. I'll say, you know what? I earned that cold. So yeah. But like I said, nothing's going to get done for the next week or so. I have a job application for a place, but I'm really not in any condition to potentially have a job interview. And for all I know, I could... Last time I filled out there, I had to wait like a month before I got an interview. But it'll be just my luck with summer on the way that they'll fucking call me and tomorrow I'm like, can I handle food? No, you can't. Try again next year, you know. So I'm going to wait till I'm healed up, drop that app, drop the apps for a couple other places, and so on. It's a thing. It's a thing that I'll make do with. But yeah, April has been a pretty good month for me all in all. I mean, there have been some pitfalls, but there always are. And like I said, June is looming over the horizon with the 4-job Fiesta coming back. I'm probably going to in the next day or so, just on my own time. Ow. I did that thing where you blow your nose and it backs, not the snot, but the air pressure backs up in your throat and hurts. Yeah, I just did that and it hurt. But in the next day or so, I'm probably going to reinstall Final Fantasy V for the PC. Try and work out some kind of recording system, do a couple test plays of it just for funsies, you know. Do a couple test plays and figure out how my recording, if my recording is going to be laggy or if it's going to come off nice, if I need to adjust anything like screen size. Like normally, apparently, I normally record in like 720 or something like that, but if I have to reduce the size of XSplit and the size of the actual game window to make this work fluidly, then I'll fucking do that. Because if I can make this come out on the PC fluidly, then I'll be a happy guy, you know. But yeah, like I said, there's going to be some experimentation with my setup because I've seen how bad it can be for AM2R, and I don't want to do that for a charity thing, you know, if I can avoid it. But I desperately want to use the PC version just because I don't want to do the GBA version. I don't want to do the SNES version because I kind of have a Let's Play that. And I don't want to do the PlayStation version again. I want to try a different version this year. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you for listening to the ramblings of this sick YouTuber. And hopefully I'll be feeling better next week and get shit done. I have not gotten shit done all week, aside from ever since I stopped recording Voltron, I stopped doing shit. I've just been recovering and enjoying the fact that I got shit done. Because 23 videos in that span of time, 23 half-hour-ish videos, I think the Undertale one was like an hour and a half. So, let's round that up to 25 videos, 25 half-hour videos, basically. That is, that's 12 and a half hours of footage. That's a lot. So I'm rather proud of myself, rather pleased. I did a lot. I did a lot of work. I put a lot of fucking work in. And that's a good thing. I still think it's hilarious. I was watching, not recently, when it went up, Eisen did his, hey, here's my end of the Mega Man March Madness thing. I'm doing a bunch of thank yous, etc. I got a thank you in there, which I was pleased about, because, you know, I do have a mild complex where I do not feel like I get noticed. Which is funny, because I think that I used to go on and on about how much bigger Eisen was, and I think I might have more subs than him now, but I don't care. He's a cool guy. I'll be I've got my descriptions for AM2R, basically trying to send people to his channel. etc. But in his thanks for me, he described me as the one YouTuber who was actually more organized than him, and I'm like, wow. Someone called me organized. And in this particular circumstance, it fits because I have my shit rigidly scheduled so that everything goes up midnight of the day, except for this. And in very rare circumstances, Xenoverse or something else if it's live and I'm getting caught up on it. But it's just weird that anyone thinks I'm organized. Freaking me. And I'm more organized than I give myself credit for, but it's not a label I apply to myself. You know how that is, where you are something but you don't think you are. Anyway, I really need to rest. Bye-bye, everybody.